Welcome back to the Gentleman Grachowski Show. We're here at Harrigan's on Halstead, 2816 North Halstead, and I have John Babin here. John Babin is performing here for the Irish Whiskey Fest. Welcome, John.
Yes, sir. Chicago Irish Whiskey Fest 2020. It's a good time in here. It's actually my first time playing at Harrigan's, and it's a pleasure to be here. So.
Well, you just turned 21, right?
I did.
Tell us about your, now you got a lot of original songs. Tell us about your musical background.
Absolutely. Well, I came from a pretty musical family. And so I kind of always had music around the house.
Okay.
A lot of like 60s stuff and 50s stuff, but very well-rounded jazz. But also the Irish folk has always been playing in my house as well. So it's just kind of in my blood to be a part of that kind of culture and musically speaking.
And what do you like about the Irish folk music?
It's in many ways it's like early rock and roll. In many ways, it's like early punk rock. It was music that was played outside of the traditional realm, say in churches. It was more like for like people who just wanted to go drink and have a good time and have fun in the pub.
Okay.
And who wanted to laugh and have a joke and listen to some good music. And so I get that vibe with that music a lot. Like it's very freeing and.
Right. And any particular artist you grew up listening to in the Irish side?
The Clancy brothers, Tommy Makem. I think Liam Clancy's probably the greatest Irish balladeer, or greatest balladeer who's probably ever walked the planet. So
okay.
I would go with Liam Clancy as far as that, yeah.
And then you listening to the music around the house. You said you were 50s, 60s music growing up. What type of bands or performers influenced you?
Well, the Beatles are number one.
Of course.
The Beatles are number one. They clinch, you know how like a baseball team clinches first? Well, the Sox clinched first. Excuse me. The Beatles clinched first.
Okay.
And so it's they're just a huge influence on me, my life. The Stones, The Doors, Dylan, Simon and Garfunkel, bands of that nature.
Okay, those are obviously earlier bands. Anything growing up after in the later part of your days?
Absolutely. The Laws from Liverpool, Oasis from Manchester. And right now I'm just listening to some new stuff that's coming out on the radio. There's a lot of great bands out there right now that, and not just on the radio, but on Spotify. With Spotify, there's a plethora of musicians you can find. So there's a lot of good stuff coming out right now.
And you're on Spotify too, right?
I am, actually.
Tell us about your Spotify account.
Sure. You can find us at, you can find my full band at Lever, Lever. We're on Spotify. We just released a new album early on in the past year called Dows. And we're coming up with some music videos for it. Some of the songs you'll hear that you heard me play today will be there as well, full band style. And I also have some solo work on there as well, here and there. So.
And then how would you describe your music?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll never forgets, it never dies, right?
Never gonna die.
And
as long as we're alive, not happening.
There you go. And when you write a song, because you do a lot of original stuff too, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
What contributes to your songwriting? What do you get your inspiration for to write a song?
Whiskey, beer.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
No, but really, I heard some of the original songs, and you're going to hear a couple songs later on from you, original. They're very they're upbeat and friendly songs.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I like to keep it upbeat, even if sometimes you're singing about a sad topic or something. It's good to have like kind of an uplifting, almost even humorous thing about it. So, everyone has a smile on their face at the end of the day.
Exactly. And we can find out more about you.
Sure. I'm on Facebook. You can find me John Babin, Babin, John no H. That's where I pretty much update most of my people where all my shows are coming. So feel free to send me a request, and I'll keep you updated.
Cool. We'll be back with more after this at the Gentleman Grachowski Show. We're here at Harrigan's on Halstead, where we're at, 2816 North Halstead. And we're going to hear John Babin's original song coming up after this, so don't go away.
Thank you very much. Hello, my name is John Babin, and I'm playing some music here today at Harrigan's on Halstead, Harrigan's Hooligans. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to play your original song called Don't Feel Alone, and you can find it on Spotify under my band name, Lever. if I had $1 for every time my mind just took a ride, decided sailing off to sea. With every single collar pulling on my neck just like a wreck, squeezing that life right out of me. Don't feel alone. Don't feel alone. If I had a brain freeze for everyone I run from, taking off, I cease up to eventually. Don't feel alone. Don't feel alone. I'm making any sense. 'Cause time and time again it starts to know that all this feels in way. Don't feel alone. Don't feel alone. Hello, my name is John Babin. This is an original song called Go She Said. You can find it on Spotify underneath the band name Lever. Thank you. Said we all night share the light. So reaching out the first, I could still survive. The best part of feeling worst is, you know, just still alive. Last night I had a dream that you told me I was yesterday's news. You were once my queen, now you got me here singing the blues. But I'm still alive. You're still alive. I can still survive. I'm still friends. The fun never ends. Behind this guitar, I'm still a guitar. So right, you're not the first I could still survive. The best part of feeling worst is, you know, just still alive. Last night had a dream that you told me I was yesterday's news. You were once my queen, now you got me here singing the blues. But I'm still alive, yes, I'm still alive. I can still survive.
Welcome back to the Gentleman Grachowski Show. I'm sitting here with John Babin. John Babin is a singer-songwriter here in Chicago, and he's just getting out to the north side, we'll say. He's a very long south side Chicago White Sox fan, and we had a conversation today, and he was going to we're in the north side here at Harrigan's, 2816 North Halsted, and John was going to wear a White Sox shirt, I believe he wanted to originally wear, and I texted him, and I said, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm glad you didn't.
It's underneath this shirt, just so you know if it needs to come out.
Well, it doesn't need to come out here, especially not on this show.
Hey, I don't discriminate, so
there you go.
I'm just a Sox fan. Thank you.
Now you're a singer-songwriter here in Chicago, and then you're also you play guitar. And what other instruments do you play?
Well, I actually started on violin, and then I moved to drums for a number of years, and I decided to pick up the guitar and start singing.
How do you go from violin to drums?
Lots of years.
What about violin? I mean, did mom make you play violin, or how did that start?
Mom and dad, they put me into violin lessons. Instead of preschool, they decided I should just take some violin lessons, and I loved it.
Okay.
I wrote my first song on there, and very young, but then I decided to be a rock and roller and play some drums.
Now, I think people don't realize a lot of violin music is played with Irish music, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So with your love for Irish music and your influence of Irish music, you happen to have the violin doesn't seem like that far-fetched, because a lot of times we hear violin, we think of something slow, but actually violin, there was a song, Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yeah.
He was looking for a soda steal, by the way. Anyways,
not a slow song.
Yeah, but they were able to really rock with a violin, and that's what a lot of Irish music does.
Absolutely.
Is they rock with a violin.
Absolutely, yeah. They play mandolins, violins. I said violins, not violence.
No.
And they use a lot of stringed instruments, acoustic instruments that make everything sound, when everything's going together and it starts rocking, that's when you know it's good. And you could also get a nice balladeer crooning song with Irish music too as well, which I'll probably play a little later on today. But
okay, now when you went to starting with the drums, did mom was heartbroken or what?
No. It was years after I had done violin. And, actually, they were happy about it.
Okay.
We were at Toys R Us, which is a forgotten thing. But
What's that? What's that?
Yeah, right. We were at Toys R Us.
I remember something called Child World back in the day.
That is above my head.
Yeah, that was my favorite store actually.
There was just a drum set that had all these like little '90s characters on it, like one, you know, all doing like I don't know, they were all hanging out. Yeah, exactly. And I thought that's the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, and so my mom was like, all right. And then all of a sudden, Christmas Day, Santa brought it. So
Oh, Santa! How did he know?
I don't know.
So you went into drums,
Yes.
and how did you get into guitar and not real songwriting, but how did you get into guitar songwriting or acoustic songwriting or
John
whatever
Lennon.
they call it?
John Lennon.
He died a long time ago, though.
He did, but he still lives on.
Okay.
So at least he did in my house and does to this day.
Now, what about John Lennon and his style of music that you like, and what about Paul McCartney? He was a Beatle too, you know.
I do know. It was the realisticness of what the Beatles were as a four-piece band.
Right.
Paul, hero of mine. John, also a hero. George, Ringo, all of them. Yeah, it was just something about hearing John's like demo tapes and like some of his later solo stuff that I thought, wow, that sounds so real and so to the heart.
And who was the Walrus?
The Walrus was Paul.
But tell us more about your music now.
Music now, I played mostly original music with my original band. We write songs, we play all over Chicago, and internationally as well. We just got back from Nashville quite a couple weeks ago. So we get out there, and as far as myself, I play pretty much locally solo when I'm not doing the full
Right.
band thing, especially around the March or spring time.
Yes.
Springtime's
Springtime's a great time for music in Chicago. And your website?
My website, you can find us at leverband.com, or you can just find me at johnbabin.com.
JohnBabin.com. And always remember, if you need a great guy, especially on the north side here, this is the guy to go to, John Babin. And then,
Hey, I live on the north side. It's all good.
There you go. And we're here at Harrigan's on Halstead, 2816 North Halstead. We'll be back with some more John's music right after this, but don't go away.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Babin. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm going to play a song right now that I wrote. It's an original song. You can find it on Spotify under my full band's name called Lever. Just want to say have a happy March and have a happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're enjoying the whiskey today.
Long before age took over our brains, we all lied on the floor. Long before time took over our minds, we all sang just a little more. So raise your glass and then tip your hat, 'cause we are next in line. Days are so short, all I want is more. Will they come back tonight? rise of that tea. I live for today, lift my head and say, I had my fun while I was here.